Hi, Don here. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. I want to give an update. Actually, I call it an update, but it's the first time I made this thing. I was inspired recently. I've been playing around with a website that's called Notion. I don't know if you've heard about Notion, but Notion is where you place you can make wikis, and it's kind of a pain to learn to deal with. But I finally figured it out. I spent some time recently at the AAPPM meeting and I put this thing together. So if you can see here, this I call a practice mastery wiki. It might change the name, but this is going to be our updated version for November 2023. And let's kind of get into it right now. Okay. So I hope to do this in about 3 or 4 minutes to kind of show you what's in here. And I'll be adding things as we go. So if it's a little bit different. So the elevator pitch, this is, I help busy podiatrists in private practice producing under $1 million to earn $20,000 more per month in 6 weeks without working harder or longer hours. If not, I give their money back or work with them until they do. So if you want to learn more about that, let me know. And I'm making this wiki called a wiki or a wiki is like Wikipedia where you can all edit it. So it's going to be editable. So you can send me comments and I will add what, if I think it's good, I will add what you tell me as long as like non-commercial. I try to kind of keep it non-commercial. So let's look at this here. Pro tip, there's a search bucket right here, this little search thing. I think it might look different in yours, but if you click that search and you want to look at something, for example, like sales or something like that, it'll share what's on there on sales. So if you want to look up on marketing, it'll pull everything that's in here on marketing. If you want to do anything, you could just kind of look that up. So that's kind of my pro tip. For nice people, if you find this helpful and you see anything that's incorrect or things that you think you should add, please comment. And there's a way to comment on this and just let me know. And then the key is to do the boring work. Success is repetitive and boring. Don't get distracted, bored, or frustrated. And I hope you enjoyed this research. It took me a lot of time. And I hope it makes you more profitable. That's what my whole goal is. Okay, so let's get into this. I've divided this the following. If you can see here, these are the core focus areas right here, which include these 6 things. These are the 6 things that I kind of focus on podiatry practice mastery. I put some key concepts here that I think are really the most important thing, developing target market. Basically, the target market are those things that are what we want to focus on: staff training, treatment protocols, and then marketing strategy. And then here are the core focus areas. And here's kind of a cool thing that I've always wanted, and no one ever told me how to do it. So I kind of made it. I think it'll get better, but I'm real excited to share you about how to do weekly scorecards and then important calculators and then some websites and reading information and something about EOSs, which is Entrepreneur Operating System. This might look different, but let's start with this. Quickly to go through this, target market. It's essential to develop a limited number of items that you're and your unique ability that you love to treat and that bring you the highest profit. So I kind of talk about this here. I'm just starting it here. Here are 4 of mine, and I'm kind of just starting to talk about that in terms of those things. That's number 1. Staff training. I'm going to put some information on staff training, how we do the right things, frequently asked questions. So if you look here, these little triangles, you can open it up. It'll have these things that'll go up and down, talks about phone scripts. I'll be adding more credit cards, stuff like that within staff training. Here is the treatment protocols. This is my favorite part. I'm going to be putting in here all my patient presentations, or what they've called like treatment sheets. I'm going to be putting patient presentations in here, which will be kind of a cool thing right here. My foot treatment checklist, wording, and scripts. So that will be there as well. This is where I've spent most of the time so far because I'm at the AAPPM meeting right now. So what you'll notice up here, pro tip, try to schedule everything 2 months in advance. That was my biggest takeaway here. And here, what you'll find up top is a table of contents. So how to use marketing strategy spreadsheet, editorial calendar, tips to help produce content, marketing representative, tools for marketing, and then paid advertising. This is kind of a cool thing. I always wanted this, so I made it for you. Different ideas of things that you can do for marketing, like monthly, like a referral raffle. Now, the neat thing is if you look at some of these and they have images, if you click that, it's going to give you more information. You click this open button, and it's going to have more details about that right here. Okay, so that's how that's going to work with the referral raffle. Okay. And then here is the monthly focus, which are those things that you're kind of focusing on once a month. The candy drop off. This was a cool idea of dropping candy off once a month at the doctor's office. Weekly email. And these are so monthly, weekly, long form content once a week, short form daily, lectures quarterly, photo contest quarterly, recall campaign monthly, editorial calendar, kind of an idea of what things you can talk about Monday through Friday, and then activities that you can do each month, kind of what your target market is, what your special event is, and what your recall campaign is. This is cool. No one really did this before, so I'm kind of doing this for you. And then tips to help produce content and other types of stuff like this. So this is an example of newsletter. I was doing newsletter stuff here, and then stuff on paid advertising. Now, the cool thing, which I think is cool, is if you look at these things monthly and things like that, well, how do you really determine if you're going to do that? Okay, look what I made you here. If you look at this, this is really cool. What you're going to find are these things. So I'm going to jump over the core areas and I'm going to go down to the weekly scorecards. So scorecards, this is an idea based on EOS, which is Entrepreneurial Operating System. Basically, it's a scorecard that you can score yourself and how to do these things. So it's a weekly scorecard. So you have practice profit scorecard. And then a marketing scorecard. So practice profit. So in here, you can put in what quarter it is, if it's for your company, and then you have your ideal number. So new patients, let's say it's 100, total patients 400, total billing an amount, total collections another amount. And then you can put those numbers and you can see how you vary up or down. Eventually, I'm going to have like a tool that you can like make your own. You can just copy it over to make your own Notion to put your numbers in there, but you can do it on Excel if you want, but it's kind of a pain. I'm going to try to make it easier. I'm just not done yet, so give me some time. This is kind of a cool thing I never saw done, but I thought it was a neat idea. So a marketing scorecard each week. So long form content, if you do one, you would put one in there. Short form content, you would do four, or actually short form would be one a day, so it would be 5. And then you would put how many you did. An office event monthly, so I did 0.25 because you would do 4, you do 1 per month, and that's why I reduced it. So you can put in your number, you need one of those per month. New online Google reviews, meet and greets, 1 per month, recall campaign completed by a staff, 1. Okay, so it's a way of tracking all those other things that I talked about before. So I didn't really ever see that done by anyone. So that was kind of a neat thing. And then, so let's go back here. So the core focus areas, I'm not going to go into everything here, but these are going to be individual wikis about DME in and office dispensing, about efficiencies, about office skills, patient communications, business and personal success, sales and marketing. I don't want to go through all that. I'm trying to put together, if you have any better ideas on how to make these, let me know. These are some like important calculations. I would love it if I could put in here where you like put your own numbers in and then it would blurb out the answer. I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, but the per visit value and the price to do business. So that's some of the things we talked about recently. And if you have any other good calculations that I need to learn how to do a plug and play. So if you know how to do that, let me know. And then also down here are some suggested resources like website things. And then reading recommendations will be like a book list eventually. And then something about EOS, which is like a way to manage your business. So I hope you found this beneficial. Up here, I'm going to be putting this video. And if you have any comments, you can email me down at Podiatry Practice Mastery and let me know. And otherwise, I'm going to put a link. If you're watching this somewhere online and you haven't had access to this, well, just look wherever you're watching it. I'm going to put a link. I'm going to call it, I'll tell you the link. It's going to be podiatrypracticemastery.com/wiki until I change the name to something else, but podiatrypracticemastery.com/wiki and WIKI, and you can get it. So to get it, you're going to have to put in like your name and email and things like that. But I hope you find it beneficial. It's free, and I think it's going to be a good resource.